for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
That's complete to Davis. And he's got room. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a wide receiver's dream, because if they can make that first man miss, a lot of times they turn these into big plays, and that's exactly what happened here.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker.
Touchdown! Zay Jones from 19 yards away. And the Bills will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 20.
Ready, set. Black shot. Black, ready. Ready, go.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And right away, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. He's by himself, Keenan Allen. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They got the big play, then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Lawrence finds Hines again for the completion. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. That caught by Tremble. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. A Steeler touchdown. Extra point by Boswell. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Tommy Tremble, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now a hit and a loose football. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. So not only do they get the fumble, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And Davis with it left side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
What is this? You're getting paid for it.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Bills. Zay Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And it's caught inside the 25 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Lawrence on 1st down. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Let's go.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Okay, right?
Austin is there and brings in another one. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, this is Harris. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa, eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown. Nyheim Hines. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Meanwhile, Tua's throw brought in by Austin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Harris running straight ahead. And some room to work.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that one complete downfield to Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now the terrible towel is in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. On third down, Lawrence. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now Lawrence. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And some space here. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now that they hope to get back into this game.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tommy Tremble, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Here we go.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here.
Let's go.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he fires one, but incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout goal, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. They're going to run it with Harris. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
But a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, it's Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, a Defensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa fights through it to the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ready.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches, as a general rule, that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis,
33 yards.
and the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills say they have it, and they do. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Nahshon Wright. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Nahshon Wright. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
All right, partner, they're still down here, but obviously, if they get an onside kick, they've still got a glimmer of hope.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They hand this off to Harris. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
And the Steelers going to survive and